All right. Welcome back to Double Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers. I am Darrell, other co-host. Darrell's on the upside.
Yep.
All right. So I'm doing a live recording on Breaking Mental Health with Darrell. And today, some news came out. I believe it was Wednesday.
Wednesday was the 9th.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it was either today or yesterday that Jeremy Giambi had passed away at the age of 47. He's the younger brother of Jason Giambi. Yeah. And coroners had revealed that he had committed suicide by gunshot.
Gunshot.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Didn't know that. I don't know
Shot
how
him.
I did not know that. I don't know how
Shot
I
himself.
that.
Yeah, shot himself. They found him with a gunshot wound.
Wow.
It was self-inflicted. Wow. And I bring this up because there has to be an awareness. It's, as I've discussed in my other weekly podcast, that it's hard to acknowledge and recognize some of the signs of people that are wanting to self-harm themselves or commit a suicide. And one of the things, and this is why this is one of the reasons why I said that, hey, that's why parents, you got to stay off your phone and listen to your child. Because if you don't sit down and listen to your child, they're going to grow up and they're going to actually start thinking a lot of things. And this is where in the stage in their life that they're actually going to be curious about a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. They're going to be curious. And if you don't actually take a hint and get to the foundation, like right then and there, something serious can happen. Mm-hmm. Now, there are some parents out here, let me just slide out the way real quick, but there are some parents think that they are the best parents because they're on their phones, they're doing selfies, cheesing, kids back there cheesing, smiling, but they're suffering too.
Yep.
Because they ass ain't listening either. Yep. Oh, dear, you know where I'm going with this. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do.
I'm just going to put it like this. If you keep that shenanigans up, that may happen to you. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not saying this to be a deliberate asshole or anything like that, but I'm saying this because suicide is serious.
Oh, yes, it is.
Suicide is serious. Depression leads to suicide. Anxiety leads to suicide. When people are going to understand that? That's why you have to get to the root. You have to find distinctive patterns when it comes to the child's or whoever's mental health. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying in this aspect with the Giambi family, I'm not saying anything because I don't know nothing. Mm-hmm. I don't even know why he took his own life. If he was suffering from depression or if he was suffering from anxiety or he felt like he just probably didn't feel the need to be on. I don't know. We'll never know the answer.
Or that he was in trouble.
Or he was in some kind of financial trouble. I don't know. You know, you probably never know the answer to that. But the whole mere point, find the problem. It's hard. Trust me.
It is.
It's hard. It is hard to find those problems because people don't show it. They'll show it because they don't want to be a burden. Because when people talk, people can talk. People don't like hearing all that talk. But now, people don't like hearing all that talk. We have to kind of get past that because it could be a serious problem on hand. Not. Let me say this. Not in the sense of people just talking about their personal life of, I went to the phone store today to give me a new phone, or I went to the electronics store to give me a new laptop, or not that type of a talk, but like,
yeah,
hey, it's kind of bit of a rough day, dog. It was rough, or you see me yesterday, I'm sitting there staring at his face thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, you good?
I'm
just thinking about some things. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of caught my attention.
Sometimes you don't realize that you have an action and you do
yes,
it, and
exactly.
You don't show it
exactly,
and it's your job as a family member to be able to spot that out. It's your job as a friend to be able to spot that out. It's not just something that you just sit there and just let slide.
You don't let that slide.
These things out.
Because the more you let that slide, the more serious this can happen.
Yeah.
And that could cause self-harm, or it could cause depression. It could cause anything. Mm-hmm. But, when those type of people that has a rough day every day, boy, it will be the greatest day for an introvert. Believe it or not. All you doing is listening. You ain't even got to talk.
Nope. Show that.
You ain't got to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just the reality of people admiring people like that, because you have somebody that needs to talk. Mm-hmm. You got somebody that's willing to listen. Mm-hmm. And boom, that connects. Mm-hmm. You talk, I listen. I listen, you talk. And ain't no flip-flop to the situation. Mm-hmm. You just listening. It makes the person feel better. But that's the nature of anybody that actually do want to sit down and listen to somebody about their days. Mm-hmm. Because it gets scarier and scarier when you can't acknowledge the problem. Mm-hmm. And when you're already deep into it and you still can't find the problem. Mm-hmm. That right there is a hinge point. I talked about briefly at the beginning of my recording last week, Chelsea Christ. And when she committed suicide, mm-hmm. nobody knew that she had high functioning depression. Mm-hmm. Nobody
spotted it.
Nobody spotted it. And even her own confidant, even her own mother that she talked to every day, communicated with every day, mm-hmm. did not know she was suffering. Mm-hmm. She didn't know it. Mm-hmm. Because she hid it so well. Mm-hmm. All behind that smile, all behind everything. She looked like she was just happy. Mm-hmm. And that's the saddest, scariest part. That's the prime example right there that you have to find the foundation and the pinpoint as quick as possible. Because if you don't, that can happen. And that was the saddest and the scariest thing that can ever happen. Mm-hmm. It's tough.
Yes.
It's tough. But on that behalf, if you are someone that's struggling with depression or thoughts of suicide, call that prevention hotline, 1-800-273-8255. Again, 1-800-273-8255. They have representatives available 24/7. They even have a chat line. You can text away. That's all I got.
All right, so we're right back with our sports talk, starting with football with me. We'll be right back.